Hi everyone, in today's video I am going to do a personal Q&A. So I asked on my Instagram if you guys had any questions about me, and there were a lot of common themes. Also, I did get a lot of questions about semi-hydroponics. In a future video, I will do a semi-hydro Q&A. But if you are here for something like that, I already have a video on it on my channel, so I will link that at the top so you can go check that one out. Yeah, I'm gonna get right into it. I'm gonna pull them up on my phone here. Here are some of the responses. This one got asked a lot. What is your job? I am a family nurse practitioner. I was working in a community clinic, but then I recently switched jobs. Before I was in family practice, and I'm gonna specialize this time in aesthetics and plastic surgery. Very, very different field. I don't think I'm gonna get too detailed about that, but yes, that is what I do for a living. Another question I got on here is, how is my new job? I haven't started yet. I actually start on Monday. Today is Saturday, so I start really soon. I'm super excited. There were a lot of job related ones. I don't want to make it seem like it's a job interview to start off with. I'll just do them randomly. Okay. Where did you grow up? I grew up on the East Coast. I actually grew up in Virginia, and then I moved to California. How do you keep your house minimalistic when it comes to buying plants? I'm about to go on a tangent real quick before I answer the question. When I started this channel out, and my Instagram as well, a lot of it was just like straight up plants, even though there was like some minimalist content throughout. But then I became more known for the plants, and then I got nervous to talk more about the minimalist stuff for some reason. I don't know. I get into my own head a lot, but I am excited to see that people are interested in the whole minimalist part, so I will definitely be doing some more videos on that stuff. When it comes to keeping my house minimalistic with plants, I don't have that much other stuff. Maybe I'll insert one of my Instagram posts of what it will look like if you took away the plants in my living room, because it makes a giant difference. I guess my decor style is more just like straight up minimalist, like not having that much stuff in it at all and having a really neutral color scheme, and then the only pop of color is really the plants. Did I answer the question? I hope I did. There's some similar questions like it, so if that comes up, maybe I'll answer it better if that's not what you were going for. Do you have a skincare routine? Your skin is fabulous. Thank you so much. Thank you. Yes, I do have a skincare routine. At one point, I did try the Curology trial. This is not sponsored by any means. I just did the free trial. I didn't continue with it. When it comes down to it, I think Curology is great, but I wanted to come up with a skincare routine on my own because there's a lot of products out there and it's fun. I love skincare. I think actives are very important in skincare. If you want me to do a skincare routine video, I can definitely do that, but I think that'll be a whole topic in itself. How old are you? How old do I look? How is Milo such an angelic pup? He's not. Don't let his cute face deceive you, because he has two moods. He will either be a lump, like a lazy lump loaf of bread that will not move, or he will run around like crazy with the zoomies. He gets it multiple times a day. I always happen to film him on my Instagram stories when he's laying there like a loaf of bread and being super cute. That's cute Milo hour, right? The times that I don't really get on camera as much is when he is running around like a crazy dog. And the reason is because I'm trying to stop him, because when he's running like that, we have slippery floors and he like runs into the cabinets. I'm scared he's gonna hurt himself. What is your least favorite plant? A plant that I have, or in general? Least favorite plant that I have. It was one that I considered like my lucky plant, my pink syngonium, because it's not that pink anymore. Yeah, I'm like unimpressed with it. That's probably my least favorite plant that I own. And in general, plants that I don't like, I feel like there's a long list of plants I don't really like. The Hoya Hindu rope, something compacta. I don't like that one. I don't see the appeal. Please don't come for me. That's just my personal opinion. I'm not a Hoya hater, but yeah, the Hindu rope, not really a fan. I have a video on here called Plants I Hated. They eventually grew on me. I don't know, tastes change over time, so maybe down the road I might change my mind, but yeah, for now, no. What is your favorite alcoholic beverage, if you like them? I'm not much of a drinker. If you ask me to take a shot with you, I will hide. I don't like drinks when I can taste the actual alcohol. My favorite of all time is a cucumber gimlet. So my husband makes the best cucumber gimlets. It has Hendrick's gin, muddled cucumbers, club soda. It's supposed to have like simple syrup or sugar in it, and my husband uses stevia instead because that's what I prefer. Lime. I think that's it. And it's so refreshing. For any of the questions I'm answering, Feel free to put down in the comments like what you would do. What do you do for a living? Things like that. I'd like to get to know you too. How long have you been a nurse and what made you pursue NP? I have been a nurse since 2015. So I used to work in a hospital as a registered nurse. I went straight into nurse practitioner school right after undergrad. There was no lag time. I just went straight into it because I knew that's what I wanted to do. And I focused in family nurse practitioner because it is general. I thought I would stay more in family practice, but I wanted the ability to be able to specialize in any specialties. Have you always been minimal, or how did that change happen for you? I feel like a part of me has always had that ingrained in me. So it's not like I was a minimalist from being a teenager, but I would always try to get rid of my stuff. And I think that kind of annoyed my mom because she would just be walking by my room and like, what the heck are you doing? Because I would just have piles of things I'm trying to get rid of. There's so much going on up in here that it's like I need out here to be nice, calm, not cluttered, because I feel like a cluttered space makes a cluttered mind. And my whole motto with minimalism is keeping what matters to me. You could really stretch that and be like, well, this matters to me, this matters to me. No, like I'm very specific about it. That way I'm not accumulating a whole bunch of crap that is just gonna sit in my space and for me not to use. So I've always kind of been like that. And then the only difference back then is like I wasn't so particular. Then I would learn down the road. If I don't love it, things would just end up sitting there. So I kind of learned from my mistakes. I'm not an extreme minimalist at all, by the way. When I went to undergrad and grad school, I was living in apartments. I mean, I was away from home. I kept moving like over and over and over. With having to move so often to different apartments, it gets more and more annoying to have to move with more stuff. That also pushed me to become more of a minimalist. How did you get into houseplants? So growing up, my mom and dad have always taken care of plants, actually. They've always been really into it, but I didn't get into it until my husband and I moved into our first apartment. And my taste, as I've said several times before, is very plain and minimal. So without the plants in my space, everything's very neutral. It definitely makes it feel more homey. So I figured that's what was missing. So then I went to, I think it was Lowe's. And at that time, it was hard to find nice houseplants. Going to find houseplants was not how it is now. I struggled so hard to find a regular Monstera deliciosa and a Pothos Enjoy. And think about it now, if you go to any big box store, you're gonna find those plants everywhere. Like if I go right now to Home Depot, I'm gonna find like a jungle of Monstera deliciosas, which I basically showed in my last video. It wasn't even that long ago. It was 2 years ago. Things have just changed since the houseplant game has like blown up. When I went, I struggled to find snake plants. I got a little snake plant, and then I got a balloon cactus, and I also got, what was the third plant? A parlor palm. I got a parlor palm from IKEA, and then the other two were from Lowe's, I believe. I loved taking care of it. I loved learning about it. So the way I was learning about plants, I know this is another one of the questions. I did a lot of Googling, a ton of Googling about each individual plant, light, water, fertilizer, all that stuff. That's how I really learned to take care of plants. And when I saw that the plants were growing and doing well in my care, it's when I started getting more and more plants. That's how I got into houseplants. And then I decided to make a Instagram because I wanted to show my journey. I feel like I fell in love with houseplants more because of Instagram. I love taking care of plants, but that's how it initially started. It's like I had so much fun posting about them. In the houseplant community, you know, I made friends online. How do you stay minimalist and resist the urge to buy more plants? I don't resist the urge to buy more plants. So the term bucket list, plant bucket list, I have plants that I really want. I have a list on my phone actually, and it's not very long. I'll take things off eventually if I decide, okay, I don't really want this plant anymore. I'm kind of over it. I'll take it off. I'll add things to this list, and if it just stays on there and it's something I truly want, I'm gonna go ahead and get it. Where was I going with that? Oh my gosh. Sometimes I just turn on the camera and it's like word vomit. Yeah, so I don't resist the urge to buy more plants. I'm just very particular about the plants I'm getting. Like I would never just go out to a store and just pick up a plant because I'm like, okay, this is cute. Because if I did that, I would have too many plants, in my opinion. It has to be something that I really, really want. Like I'm in love with the plant, because otherwise it's like if I start to fall out of love with a plant, I rehome them. If you go back to my older videos, my houseplant collections, you might not see some of those plants anymore. Not because I killed them, because I actually sold them or I gave away. How long have you and your husband been together? Sorry, I don't know if y'all are married. My husband and I have been together since 2014. So we're going on 6 years, and then we got married in January of 2018. I hope he's not watching this. Did not have a wedding, and I don't regret it at all. A lot of people told me I would regret it. What's my favorite food? If you had asked me this like back in the day, I would have said sushi or pho, but I don't eat meat anymore, and vegetarian pho is... I've had some delicious vegetarian pho, but most of it is just straight up like veggie broth. And then sushi, if you eat vegetarian sushi, is just not the same. Now I would say truffle pasta. I love truffles so much, and pasta, it's like, who doesn't like noodles? Somebody says, I'm new and I love your videos, the plant ones and especially the minimalist ones, bulk and decor. Thank you. If you want more videos on the minimalist stuff, I will definitely have to get into it, because there were a lot of questions about that. A lot of this was about semi-hydro as well. So I've been recording for over 33 minutes now, almost 34 minutes. So I think I'm gonna end it here. If any of these questions is something you want to answer, let me know down in the comments below. If there is anything else you want to see from me, let me know down in the comments below. That's it. Thanks for watching. Bye.